Good morning and welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show. It is Friday. Friday! It's Friday. Oh, that I do got a song. It's Friday. Wait a minute. Did I really start over in my mind to sing you a song? That ain't right. And you deserve better. I'm going to sing you some songs. I mean, we in this together. But I'm not going to start that way. I'm going to start this way by saying, thank you for tuning into the More Laughing in the Morning show. I am your host, comedian Allison Moore, and I am glad that you are here because you deserve to start your day off positively, uplifted, laugh a little bit, and be motivated to be the best, absolute best person that you can be because you know you dope. You know you dope. Tag on to the daggone, you know you dope, and I am here to remind you of your amazingness. So come on, grab your coffee. I got a little song that we can dance to. I'll just sing you to death over there in that song. And then we'll return right back and get this show started. It is taking action. We all week we're talking about taking action. And so today is no different. It's a fun Friday. We taking action on our dreams. I'm trying to figure out how to play this song. Okay, we ready.
But it's time to get, it's time to get, it's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up. I'm up. Come on. I'm up.
Calm down is when I dance in.
In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy.
And the only time I'm down is when I dance in.
In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my back, in my back, in my back now. In my back, in my back, in my back now. In my back, in my back, in my back now. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. So come on, everybody, get up.
Y'all, we made it to the end of the week. It is here. It is Friday. The end of May Coronation. This is the end. I think this is the last Friday. One of the final days in this here May year of Coronation. What a great job you did. Huh? Yes. Welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show. This is your morning cup of lifestyle, motivation, and comedy. On our show, we believe in laughing. We believe in being encouraged, inspired, motivated. We believe in being a little bit petty. If you don't like petty, keep it moving because your girl is immature and I'm trying to get my life in this here media world. I thank you for everybody tuning in. If this is your first time, welcome. Enjoy the ride. Put your seatbelt on, okay? This is our journey from social media to TV. And it's so fitting for what we're talking about this week. We are talking about taking action. All week in various areas of our lives, we're taking action. And so I'm excited because I'm taking action right here in front of you about for my dream. My dream is to be on a talk show nationally syndicated. Is that right? How am I asking y'all? Read my dreams for me. Did I say my dream right? Listen, if you don't know, I am comedian Allison Moore. I am Virginia's comedian. I am your conference's coffee. I am a real motivational speaker out here in these streets. I am also the absolute coolest cornball in the whole wide world. And I am everybody's hype girl. I enjoy hyping people up. This is what I've been called to do. This is what I do out here. Sometimes y'all gotta take a back seat though, because I be having to hype myself up. Because your girl be down in the slunker place, but I'm up. Still I rise. Still you rise. So come on, we in this together. So I'm everybody's hype girl. Hey, you get a hype. You get a hype. You get a hype. Okay. Today we need some serious hyping up. I don't know. Hey, y'all been watching the news? It's hard out here in these daggone streets, but still we rise. We cannot let these streets take us down. And that's why taking action is so important, because we have to be reminded that despite everything that's going on in the world and all around us, in our homes, in our families, in ourselves, like our mind, our heart, sometimes we lead ourselves astray. We have to remind ourselves, you got a drink. You may not remember what it is because you just forgot a second ago, but there is one there. And if we don't take action on itself, then it is not going to get done. Let me pause and insert right here. Hold on, I got a slide for this. Let me tell y'all something. Hold it. Because also, if it's your first time watching, you know we in a pandemic, right? We in a pandemic, and so like we can't be having a bunch of people over to the house and stuff. To the house. I'm from Virginia. To the house. And so I ain't got nobody over to the house. So I got to run the switchboard by myself. Hold on, give me a minute. I got a slide for my public service announcement. Boom. Black man, come to the front. Let me tell you something. You better listen to me. You listen to me good. We love you, okay? Put your head up, King. Don't make no daggone senses going on out here in the world. We watching. We are not happy. We ain't never been happy. But you deserve your own slide. I put a lower third in here for you because you all that daggone to the daggone. They know you all that too. They do. People just hating. Thank you, black man. Thank you for being black man. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay. You ain't answered that. Stick to the script, girl. Stick to the script. Oh, wait, was I frozen? That's just ain't right. It just looked like the thing is frozen, and I don't like it. Hold it. We can't be having my face frozen like that. It's still frozen like that. I wonder if y'all can see that it's frozen like that. Let's see. Why is that like that? I can see on the screen that I'm like some kind of dinosaur animal. That ain't right. I can't tell if it's my Wi-Fi that's sabotaging me or if it is. Hold it. It's frozen on this side? I'm so confused. You know, it's a conspiracy because I was shouting out the black man, but that's all right. Still, we rise. My son's black, dang on it. I would look like a Tyrannosaurus for the sake of my message. Still I rise. So on my little screen, half of my face is stuck like this. I don't know if it's like that on y'all's screen. If it is not like that on your screen, then that's frustrating. I mean, if it's not like that on your screen, then that's good, and I should not be talking about it. If it is like that on your screen, because we're streaming live into social media, so I can't tell. I'm probably like 15 seconds ahead of y'all anyway. And so I don't know if that's what you see. I read the comments later, so my bad. Let's see if we can. Uh-oh, look, we both moving. Now we moving. We got to get into this coffee and coronation, and this was a distraction. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. I can't trust this camera B. We can't trust her. We're going to stick right here. But we can't trust her. She keep freezing up. And we got to get into this coffee and coronation. So the coffee and coronation segment is the time in our show where we discuss current events and trending news over coffee. You get it? Okay. Coronation is a noun. It represents or it explains the period of time in our history, which is our current. Why is this our current? Where COVID-19 has come and flipped everybody's world upside down, hence making us in coronation. So, coffee and coronation. We learning from these crazy people out here in these streets, and we also seeing who's who. And listen, baby, this is a situation. Protests in Minneapolis, Trump tweets, and social war. Let's get into it. All right, so there's protests in Minneapolis, and it's a situation. It's a terrible situation. Y'all, did I make myself clear? The protests in Minneapolis are a terrible situation. But Don't you get your little raggedy, musty, broken down, ugly fingers typing in this here comment box. Let me finish. What we not going to do at all is talk about these protests and not be talking about what led to the protest. Okay? Okay. I am just like you, just like everybody else. We are all humans. We are all living this in real time. We are all on our own personal Facebook Lives, right? So we are feeling things, experiencing things for the first time, in the sense that this is the first time that King George was murdered in front of us by a police officer. Like, this is the first time. It ain't the first time that these types of things have happened. They happen all the time, every day. But this is the first time. So all of this has come together. Today is the first day and the only day that we're going to have like today, right? Okay, you follow me? So with that being said, people are going to make mistakes with the way that they respond, especially those of us who were already like pimples ready to pop, because it's been a lot of pressure being applied to us every single day since we were born and way before then, passed down through our ancestors and generation on generation on generation. Therefore, anybody who is not black, you need to tread lightly and be very mindful how, if you care about your black friends and family, how they are hoping that you respond. Now, what you do with it is on you. But if I go through your timeline and I see that you post about animals and fabric on poles and sticks, aka flags, and anything else, especially frequently, and you don't have anything to say about what's happening right now, I am taking that as a message. Is it 100% fair for me to do that? Maybe not. But listen, I'm bleeding out, so I'm gonna unfriend you. Okay, how about that? I'm watching your timelines. You got to go. Daggone it, I don't like you anyway. That's why I look like your house stink. I'm so glad I didn't drink that coffee. It do look like some of your house stink though. Focus. Anyway. Protests in Minneapolis are just, if you turn on the news anywhere that you look, it's some situations going on. So let's keep them in our thoughts and our hearts and our prayers. Let's be smart enough to understand. Follow me. If you look at the protest and then you just say, well, those looters came in and started rioting, or they just went violent, then you stupid. If you don't even think for a second that there is the possibility that there were plants, that there were if a police officer killed a man on camera, why you don't think that maybe somebody started? And then these protesters who came with positive intentions got even angrier as a response to, as a reaction to something that happened to them. I don't get it. I don't understand how some of y'all think. Weirdos. But then I've been hearing that people don't understand how I think. Am I the weirdo? Trump tweets, obviously, as we talked about yesterday in Coffee and Coronication, Trump had issue with Twitter because he tweeted something about the mail-in ballots. He tweeted about the mail-in ballots, and Twitter was like, yeah, that ain't even, we gonna let everybody know that this information probably ain't correct. And so we rerouted his tweet, put a little banner stamp up there. That sent Trump to another level. Trump is on fire now. Last night, I woke up this morning, he's been going nuts. Twitter has been marking these tweets too as violent, invoking violence, or soliciting violence. I can't remember the terminology that they use, but Twitter's like, this dude is on one. But as we know, that's going to make them even more upset. So just get all your contacts out of Twitter. Get all your contacts out of social media, period. If you're a business person or entrepreneur, you better start asking people for their email address, because we might not be able to access it tomorrow. Who knows? These people crazy out here. So be really smart. Start being strategic about plan B if we can't get on social media. You hear me? All right. Okay. All right. It is very unfortunate that we are in a situation, in a time under leadership that says the things they say, do the things they do. But we already knew that. I ain't got to reinforce that. Get your contacts out of social media. Call, send messages in inbox to the people that you want to talk to and ask them what's their real telephone number. And don't DM me. My phone about to get cut off. Social war. So the social war situation is real. I myself got into I got in a Facebook fight last night. I did. People out here beefing on the social. Hey, it is what it is. What I will suggest is don't lose your blood pressure. Lose your blood pressure. Don't let your blood pressure go all high with these nuts. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. See what you want to see in people. Take away that and move on. No, don't. Some people are retarded. I saw this lady. She posted a post. A friend on Facebook, white woman, posted a post about basically, and I'm paraphrasing, her heart was broken for what's going on in our world in regards to the race. So when King Floyd passed away, George Floyd, when he was killed, murdered in cold blood, she posted like something to the effect about how her heart just grieves for black mothers, etc., etc. And so she had this beautifully put message like, look, I'm a whole white woman living in this world of entitlement. I don't know what it's like to walk around and somebody be afraid of me, or even worse, send my 3 sons out here in the streets and have to pray that they make it back simply on the premise of their skin color, right? Like that was her whole message. But she's like, but I want to do something. I'm gonna figure something out, and I know it's not okay, and I don't promote this, and I want to do my part. And so somebody else jumps in her comment, white woman, and it's like, oh my, and this is when it first happened. Oh my gosh, really? I can't. So somebody just killed him? Oh gosh, I find myself wishing that they would have just shot him or something instead of killing him. Oh, if you don't think that all of this going on, black people reading this stuff is traumatizing to us, then you're retarded. And black people, we gotta get some therapy. Get some therapy. Because this stuff is affecting us. Get some therapy. So she puts, I wish that they would have just shot him. You know, like, I believe in her twisted mindset, she was trying to communicate, well, maybe we should have just shot him as opposed to killing him, and then we could have found out later whether or not he was guilty or deserving of this or some kind of punishment, but at least he'd still be alive. Like, that was her solution. The problem with this thinking is that why is your solution shooting a whole entire human being? Shoot first, ask questions last. Like, did you just apply that? Because I find it very hard to believe that if a puppy, a dog, a bear, a shark would have came and bit somebody, like, well, just shoot it and then we'll figure out if that was the guilty animal. Y'all lose your whole mind, not y'all, but some people. Why was that even why? We know why. But stuff like that, when you read stuff like that, it hurt. It get into you. Get in your spirit. Get in your confidence. It makes you angry. You know, you judging everybody. I'm looking at my little white friends with the numbers is definitely dwindling down. And I'm scrolling through their stuff like, what you got to say? You ain't got nothing to say? Okay, you got 2 more days. And then I see people posting about a riot, but they didn't say anything about this man dying and all of the people grieving. That's frustrating. That's hard. But we have to protect ourselves. Protect our peace. Protect yourself. Dear black man, what I say? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure I know you watching. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm done. All right. Moving on. So guess what? Y'all. Ooh. Today's episode is about taking action on your dreams, right? Because all week we've been talking about taking action. So today we are drilling into on your dreams. What are your dreams? What are your dreams? Your dreams are worth fighting for, friend. Okay? Okay? We got to do this together. Don't y'all have me out here being the only one taking risks and fighting for my dream and doing all this weird stuff and having the camera freeze up on me like a... Don't do that. I shouldn't make the face again, because what if the camera freeze again? Because I did just say something about the black man. It's a conspiracy. I got haters. Fight for your dreams, y'all. Today's episode, I'm so excited because we brought in the homie, y'all, Jeannell Darden. Listen, I am so excited about the guests that I brought into the Zoom ding. Oftentimes on Friday, we do some other things. But this weekend, I was like, you know what? In preparation for my weekend, what I'm going to do. Your girl going out. I'm going out. I'm going to walk around the street and come back in the house because y'all crazy out here. But I can't do it no more. So I was like, I want to get cute. And I'm going to put a little extra love into my hair and all that stuff. And so I got a homie that created this hair care product, Moisture Love. Oh my God. So hold on. Let me pull up. That's her picture. That's Jeannell. Say, hey, y'all. Hey. So Jeannell Darden is the CEO of Moisture Love. She invented this hair care product, y'all. Ain't that cool? That is so cool right there. That's some cool stuff. She invented this hair care product, and my first time meeting her, I was so inspired. We stayed in relationship, and I was like, this would be a great time or a great person to bring on to encourage you, to encourage me to take action on our dreams. We sit around and wait, and don't sit around and wait. No, this weekend, be brainstorming, write it down, or if you're already in the thick of it, keep going. Be re-energized. I just made up a whole word, enterprise. That's a word. Let's use it. Re-energize. I am so excited about having Jeannell Darden here, giving us a little bit of inspiration and showing me how to do my little twist out. I got moisture all in. I'm going to really hit this twist out this weekend. Okay, you ain't asked for all of that. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, CEO of Moisture Love, Jeannell Darden.
Oh my God, the queen is here. The queen is here. Oh, yeah. I'm so hyped about having you up here, friend. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, I didn't know we decided to both wear pink.
Yeah, we hold Destiny's Child out here saying no, 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 no.
You know?
I'm sorry. Welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show, queen.
Thanks for having me, Allison. Very, very happy to be here today.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, you didn't answer that. Let me bring it down and get into these questions. So, of course, I am excited. I love you so very much and just really proud and inspired by you. You are highly inspirational. You a whole inventor of the hair care product game, queen. That's crazy. Woo! Okay, I'm embarrassed to say as much as I love you. I just got the products. I don't know what in the world took me so long, but queen, this stuff is heaven in a bottle. You knew that though.
I tried to tell you. You was trying to skip out on shampoo. Everybody want to skip on shampoo, but I'm trying to tell you, shampoo will change the game.
Oh my God.
Dirty.
Jeannell, it feels so good in my head. I was like, ooh, okay. It feels so good. My hair it feels clean. That's weird, but it feels clean, but not brittly or something.
I know.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
That's that one. You know, I like all my products. I'm proud of all of them, but that's the one, and I'm like, I did that. That one right there. That's like when you try not to choose your favorite child, but you be like, but that child right there, yeah.
You did that on my skin.
You can put it on your body. The shampoo uses body wash too, and the oil is a body rub. You know, y'all want, warming up, have you a little Friday night situation, take that oil.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So I know the first time that we met in Atlanta at a conference, and I attribute the beginning of the Black Please coffee journey to you. You already know, Superwoman. You know that you came. I remember when we met. And, we were all introducing ourselves, and you walking around in your swag and your glory, and like, oh, hello, young lady. It's true. And so I'm like, my name is Allison. You're like, well, what do you do, young lady? And I'm like, I'm a comedian, but I would love to start a coffee business. And you was like, well, start one then. Oh. Hey.
Somebody's head, like,
tell me, queen, because you invented hair care products. This is mind-boggling to me. I mean, you see this stuff on TV, but you a whole real person.
Really?
You a whole real person.
What do you want to know?
I need you to tell me, like, when you got down to that place where you was like, all right, it's time to go. It's time to do this. I mean, this is not just your average put a couple words on a t-shirt, which is no shade to that. Obviously, I got a whole bunch of t-shirts. But what made you just finally say, I got to do it? Like, I'm just do it.
It was a number of points. So my mom's a cosmetologist, right? Dad's a minister. And so every, normal kids, the Saturday chores is like wash dishes and mop the floors. But my Saturday chore was You know how you tell your husband you get on a Zoom call and then all the children come running down. So this is quarantine life. Hey son, can you go back upstairs?
For my swim shirt.
It's not down here. Go upstairs.
It don't get no more realer than this on the More Laughing in the Morning show. I'm in my closet to have for mine, queen.
I mean, we a whole mama with 3 children. And so my Saturday chore was to do everybody's hair. My hair, my sister's hair, my mom's hair, like every Saturday. Hated it, learned to love it. Then in high school, I was so good at it. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be a cosmetologist. And my grandfather, y'all still hear him in the background?
It's all right, but I'm so engaged.
Good. Okay. Son, go upstairs, please. Grandfather, who's an old black man from New Orleans, worked hard all his life and was like, baby, one thing nobody could take away from you is education. You going to college, you get an education, you do what you want after that. So then still feeling like I knew what I was doing with hair, my mom gave me a relaxer. She went to Jamaica. 2 weeks later, I colored my hair and it broke off really bad. And I had really long bra strap length hair. I ran track. I thought I was Jackie Joyner Kersey, so I had to let my hair flow in the wind. It was a whole vibe. But my hair broke off and I was holding on to this broken hair for a good 2-3 years until my matriculation at Georgia Tech. And at Georgia Tech, I took an African-American entrepreneurship class. We had to choose an entrepreneur from history. I chose Madam C.J. Walker. I read her book and I really had an epiphany moment because my hair was broken off. It was my 3rd year at Tech. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was breaking up with a boyfriend. So it was just this whole convergence of I am not my hair. What am I doing with my life? And when I read her book, I'm like, well, I could just cut my hair off. And if in the 1900s, you know, she was able to make products in the 1900s, then surely I can make some now. I've always wanted to be a cosmetologist. So that was the first turning point where I just had this aha, I can just make hair products thing. And that was in 2007. But you know how you want to do something and you believe you can do something, but you don't really think so. So from 2007 to 2011, I kind of played this game in my mind, like nobody's going to really buy my products. I'm not a chemist. I'm an engineer, but I'm not a chemist. And it wasn't until my daughter was born and she was about 10 months old and I was dropping her off at daycare and she started hating it. Like I'm talking like crying like the girl in a scary movie, like the monsters over your shoulder crying every day we dropped her off. And I was going to work for Chick-fil-A at their corporate office. And I was having this internal struggle with myself, like, okay, I'm going to work for this company and I love working for them, but I'm building their children's trust funds and their kids' future while my child is going to daycare because our parents didn't have money to give us and we still have to work. And that was the turning point that was like, all right, enough is enough. You've been talking about this since you was 9. Let's get this done and let's make this happen. I quit my job over the weekend and we launched the products within 2 weeks of that. I had the website up, had sent them to the first event because I had already had the formulas and all the little pieces, but my daughter was that push that took me over the edge.
Wow.
Yeah. If it wasn't for baby girl, so.
I mean, that's amazing because right now we're in this space where everybody is met with so many challenges and heartstrings and everything that's coming out as a result of COVID-19. And I feel like that a lot of people are at that turning point and needed this moment to pull them into that destiny direction. So I am so encouraged. You already know how I feel about you, but even like I said with me and my own, I'm about to be grinding this weekend. So okay, so before I let you go, so let me know, give me some tips. So hold on, because here go my kid. Yes, child.
Can I when you go back to the store, do you get a candy?
Are you serious? Excuse me.
And can I get the Pringles?
Yeah, we're real moms out here. Real moms out here hustling. This is like.
He just came in my interview. I am interviewing with the queen, and he come to ask me about some Pringles. All my life, I had to.
That's life. Okay. So step by step, shampoo.
All right. So I
shampoo. A traditional conditioner. But after you shampoo, you cleanse. You get your hair nice and clean, baseline. Did you get the leave-in? I think I did send you the leave-in.
I got
in the bottle.
I got the shampoo, the oil, and Oh, send me the link. I'm getting whatever I need to get.
The leave-in.
Do you take food stamps?
Girl, you know, there used to be a time in the day in the grocery store when I would always ask, listen, you ain't got no kids, right? Because I ain't taking no food stamps from nobody who ain't gonna feed their kids. But if it was 50 cents on the dollar, I wasn't here for it. You send that food stamp card right on down to Georgia and I will swipe. But what you can do, so after you shampoo, you take that cream and you take the oil. Since you have locks, and if there's anybody else who's watching with locks, you want to use a small amount of the cream, more of the oil, put it in your hand, mix it together, or put it on the back of your hand. Yeah. And mix it together.
With the oil?
With the oil. Because that's going to create some slickness for you.
This feels so good. I'm so creepy.
Okay. And then mix it together.
Okay.
Now, let me see your hand. So, yeah, you see how it becomes more translucent? It's not quite as thick and yellow. Then you want to take that to your roots and go ahead and twist your roots.
Okay.
Down the whole time. It's going to be moisturized.
Oh, just wait till this pop out when I walk around my block.
That's going to be cute.
Let it go back in the house.
Do it while it's wet, though. Because it's going to set better while it's wet. Like, wash it. As soon as you rinse it out, go ahead and set it. And then sit it under the dryer if you can. So it can set. And then take it down. Okay. And then use the oil on your hands to take it down. Yes. Okay, Queen. It's going down. It's going to be dangerous. Let me blow up y'all timeline this weekend. Blow up. Oh, my gracious. I'm so glad that you were here. Of course, I have got to have you on many, many more times, but I appreciate you. I'm sure you have had your own fair share of challenges and everything else, but just know you are here inspiring, not just one person, but then their generations and generations and generations. You're doing a doggone thing, Queen. So how can people purchase some of this angelic stuff that you got going on here, and how do we stay connected to you? Well, I just got to pause and take a second. I just want to just give you some flowers while we're here on this line, okay? Because there's been people you meet who will tell you that, oh, you're special or you're inspiring, but Allison does a thing when it comes to giving people their flowers in life, make it feel all kinds of special and different. Like you speak into people and you are not afraid to share that. And so I just believe that we are living a life where the sermon this morning was about reaping and sowing. You are sowing fruits of blessings in your words that's coming back to you and your children and your children's children. And so I appreciate that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. All warm and fuzzy in the side, but I just had to, we just had to get that out there. Thank you, Queen. I'm serious. I appreciate you. Okay. So if you guys want to get some Moisture Love, go to the website moisturelove.com or go to Instagram @moisturelove. That's how you can find us. Check out the bundle on the website. And if you don't want to get the bundle, we have other individual products and other individual bundles to meet your price point. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming through and get my hair. You just wait. I'm about to be insane. Okay. Well, it's gonna be cute. I want to see a picture. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm gonna send you some. I'm gonna be on the site. Let me get my life together. I really appreciate you, Queen. Until next time, toodles. Bye. Thank you.
Y'all, wasn't that good? I'll come back over to this camera, but don't let this camera freeze on me again. Thanks again to Jeannell Darden, the Queen. Look at this stuff. Can you smell it? Smell that. You can't smell it. This oil stuff, the shampoo is lit. But this oil do feel. Okay. Anyway, I am so excited about having her here. I hope that was as inspirational for you as it was for me. If anything else, if, seeing someone doing it doesn't inspire us to take action, maybe that's not your thing. Maybe that doesn't inspire you to take action. Did you see all them kids that kept popping up in the video? And I gotta edit these videos. I was like, oh no, these kids staying in this video. I can't do it. I did the best I could inserting the pictures because I wanted everybody to see all of these different textures of hair that Moisture Love can get through to. Huh? You see them pictures? Oh, my texture was in there. I'm like, oh, I'm here for it. Her son came. My son wants some Pringles. He almost got on punishment for some Pringles. I was like, nah, it's real. This is real life. So be encouraged to take action in your dreams. We understand that real life is out here, but that's all right. Look, before we go, I got something else for you. I'm so excited. Okay, look. All right. So those of you know that I have, you've been following the journey. Shout out to all of our, I still don't have a name for us. We need a name. More Laughing in the Morning show. Early bird? No. Oh, y'all gotta figure it out. Okay, I'm running out of creativity here. That's a lie. I'm not. But I can't figure out a name for us. Figure out a name for our group. But those who've been following the show, you know that I am so excited about. I was trying to figure out a new segment, Loud and Wrong. I got it, y'all. We got a Loud and Wrong segment. Yes. Okay. Wait, hold on. Calm down. I'm talking to myself. Calm down. I want to tell you about it. Okay, you ready? Okay. Our Loud and Wrong segment is using real situations to learn from. You heard that code switch I just did on that? In this segment, we look at real situations and we talk about how, yeah, you were loud and wrong, but let's learn from it. We're all humans. We make mistakes, but we got professional and personal development that needs to happen, so we talk about it here. So in today's section, how we doing? You like it? Okay, keep going. Okay. So in today's segment of Loud or Wrong, we're looking at President of Liberty University, Jerry Falwell. So if you don't know, Jerry Falwell, he jeez Louise, hold it. I'm gonna just let you see these though. Jerry Falwell is upset. Liberty University is in Virginia. It's in Lynchburg. Liberty University is in Lynchburg, Virginia. And so President Jerry Falwell is very upset by the governor's mandate to wear masks. And so he went and put this on Twitter. I was adamantly opposed to the mandate from Governor VA requiring citizens to wear face masks until I decided to design my own. If I am ordered to wear a mask, I will reluctantly comply, but only if this picture of Governor Blackface himself is on it. So as you can see, he has a mask here, and yes, this has been verified. It's true. At this point, he's already started to talk with some media outlets about why he did it and what people should think as a result of it. And we want to talk about it. We want to talk about it because there are many challenges, problems. It's egregious for multiple reasons, but you and I can learn from it for our own personal, professional development. And as leaders, then we can also teach the generation behind us or others around us about what to do differently for the next time, right? So in this case, what he did was he was upset because of the mask. If you've been following anything in Virginia, I believe that they had a little back and forth for something. I think he tried to let students back in earlier when they shouldn't have been because of quarantine. And the governor addressed that and some things like that. I think they got some other kind of beef. It feels like that they have some other kind of conflict there that's spilling over. And so the way that Falwell has hit back was by bringing up some of the blemishes, so to speak, on Governor Northam's record of history. So last year, it was brought to the forefront that he either had blackface when he was in college or something like that. And so that's this picture that began to surface maybe about a year ago or 2 years ago in Virginia. And so Governor Northam had addressed that and moved on. Obviously, we're in a pandemic at this point. And so Jerry is bringing this back up now. Okay, so we caught up to speed. In our Loud and Wrong segment, we are looking at why this was Hold it, because we can't be doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire that camera. How about that? Okay. So in our Loud and Wrong segment, what we're going to do is we're looking at the loud, the wrong, and obviously we bring solutions. We're not just ranting. This is a personal feelings aside, biases aside. We want to look at the facts and we want to talk about what could have been done different. It's a wonderful time for us to reflect, to learn, to grow, to learn. Okay, you get the picture. All right, so let's look at this. Loud. So what did he do? That's the loud part. What did Governor Northam do? What did Jerry Falwell do? Jerry Falwell, by pulling up this, and he's selling these masks, pulling up these masks with these egregious pictures on a blackface and Ku Klux Klan member on it. He uses this horrific picture and imagery to prove a point, to send a shot, to drag an opponent, to whatever his intentions were. He said, and he's responded to this saying things like, his stuff wasn't racist. It was to show Governor Northam's racism and what he has done in his past and etc. Okay. So it's loud because what he did was he weaponized someone else's offensive behavior. Or he used their offensive behavior to weaponize everybody else. So basically what I was trying to say with that, with them little bit of characters, is that he used this mask against Northam, but the whole connotation that was associated with it, the whole racial, all of the history worth of everything that is associated with blackface and Ku Klux Klan, innocent bystanders are being affected by it. Like, hold on, wait, why are you going to bring it back up? Because it was traumatizing the first time we saw it. Now it's traumatizing again. And so in your effort to hurt somebody else, to deal with a conflict, you want to bring everybody else into it. That's something that happens all the time. We'll find ourselves in these situations with other people, and then we use, despite how it makes the audience and the onlookers feel, we want to bring it back up as a punch. But now we have torn down everybody else that's privy to this. So Falwell, his leadership now as a leader, and that's a part of, okay, so why is this wrong? We have perpetuates the offense. So even though he is saying, okay, well, I'm not a racist, I just was showing that Northam is a racist. If we were to believe that you're not a racist, the fallacy behind this thinking, the problem behind this is that now you are perpetuating this racist behavior. You are bringing it up again, showing, children who may not have the backstory. People are looking at it. Now we got to relive this. You putting black people through post-traumatic stress all over again, if that's even something that you care about. Your students are watching. So many people are privy to this, and you're using this as a method to communicate. If you have a problem with something that somebody else has done, don't go to their backstory, their history, their whatevers to bring it back up. Like, address the thing that they did. If you got an issue with the mask, let's keep it about the mask. Let's not put what he did that hurt us on these masks. I don't understand it, but I see it all the time when people have conflict. Instead of just addressing the issue that you have with the person, and we go with all of these other stuff. Well, I don't like what you said to me. So that time 6 years ago, you did. Let's stick to this. The way that could have been handled is if you had a problem with the whole blackface and the Ku Klux Klan picture that Northam took or was associated to him or whatever, because he says that wasn't even him. If you had a problem with that, address that when that comes up. You got to bring that up now. And that's a lesson that could be taught to your employees. That's a lesson that can be taught to those around you, your children. If you got an issue with something, go ahead and deal with it now. Don't use it as ammunition later to bring it up, to stack these items in your case so that you can have a whole bigger bomb or bigger gun or more bullets later. Like, go ahead and address it when you have an issue, because see, now it makes it very difficult for people to believe that you really, don't bait up, don't use us, don't use black people. I'm trying to show his racism. No, you're not. You frustrated about the mask. You're frustrated about whatever stuff y'all got going on in those higher chambers. You don't care about this because we didn't see you talk about this then when it came out. We didn't see that. And maybe we did. I don't know. But the point is that has nothing to do with this now. So don't traumatize other people to prove a point. So that's a lesson that we can learn from this. It was loud and it was wrong. It was also wrong because what he is doing is he is teaching those that subordinates around him, those that he is leading, and his students and everybody else that he influences, that this is the way that you play the game. He is also, because he's selling these masks, he is also profiting from this negativity. So again, the solution is never going to be, well, I'm going to take your dirt that you did to hurt people and I'm going to make money from it. That's not the solution. And what it does is it communicates to people, okay, yeah, this is how we solve problems. So the effect that it has, because maybe that's okay with him. But the effect and some of the things that you and I learned from this situation, from a business standpoint, from a professional standpoint, is we are sending messages to everyone around us about how we problem solve, about how we do conflict resolution. And we are telling people that this is what you can expect if you come here. So now, those people who are anti-racist, those people who don't agree with any of the conduct that even Northam has done. He sent out a message to say, we don't want to come to you all's fight because you can't keep your emotions together. And leaders, oftentimes, we got all types of emotions that's spilling out, but if we don't check these insecurities, they're going to spill over into all other places, like our money, like our popularity, like our whatever. So now he's defending it. Again, this is a non-biased response to this, because you and I are learning from it. Okay, that ain't, we feel away, but we're learning from it. Now we are, I had to make sure my camera won't frozen because I got scared. I got nervous. So, and I don't know what I was saying. But you get the point. He ain't right. I mean, no, hold on. You get the point. We got to really be mindful of how we handle our conflict. So what could you have done if these were your employees? Or what could we have done if these were your children? What could we have done if these were people that you had the opportunity to provide leadership over? Is A, we got professional standards here that we pull back out, and we remind the offender, okay, look, you done deviated from what we believe in, what our professional standards are. You've gone to social media to air out your conflict and your challenge. Also, you got beef that clearly we need to go ahead and we need to resolve, because now you're bringing in stuff that's irrelevant to what the situation is. So a leader, and right now we are not in the best position to have leadership, but in this situation, if you are a leader and you had two people that had this, it's your responsibility to step in and have some conflict resolution. We need to, all innocent bystanders and nosy neighbors and people who just minding their own business are now affected. And there's the space where there needs to be some damage control, right? So in leadership, things will be said, and leadership, like, dang, they went for each other, and then they move on. No, because now anybody else who's privy to this behavior and what has gone on, we got a responsibility to then go and say, by the way, you guys, we are all not in agreement with this. This was not okay with us. We are sorry that this happened, and moving forward, this is what we're going to do. Here's something really quickly before we go. I want to talk about 8 everyday ways to fight racism, because it's clear, there's clear racism here. So 1, learn to recognize and understand your own privilege. 2, examine your own biases and consider where they may have originated. 3, validate the experiences and feelings of people of color. 4, challenge the colorblind ideology. 5, call out racist jokes or statements. 6, find out how your company or school works to expand opportunities for people of color. 7, be thoughtful with your finances. And 8, adopt an intersectional approach in all aspects of your life. I gotta make sure I be proofreading that stuff first before I be trying to read it to y'all. Y'all made me nervous. All right, so look, that was our first attempt at Loud and Wrong. I am confident that we're gonna have a whole lot of opportunities to learn and grow, but that's what we can do. We benefit from people's ignorances and their ridiculousness because we get to learn. And there may be some cases where you and I realize, dang, I might have had some foul thinking or whatever too. And even if my thinking is not perfect for you, at least it expands your thinking. Like, just listen, embrace. That's what we do. We listen to each other. We think about it. And, if it's not for you, chew up the meat, spit out the bones. And if it is for you, adapt and let's move on. Thank you for tuning in to the show. The most important part of today's show is this. Black man. Huh? Okay. We love you. Don't care about what these other crazy people say. Look, this week episode has been, all our episodes, sponsored by Black Please. Now more than ever, do we need some Black Please? Okay, it's a coffee business, but I ain't got no coffee yet. The coffee is coming, but I ain't got it yet. But we do have hoodies and t-shirts at blackpleasecoffee.com. You are more than welcome to get up on this here summer special. Appreciate you. Also, I appreciate Black men. And thank you for showing some more love. So listen, we know that the More Laughing in the Morning Show team makes this thing happen. We appreciate them. I appreciate them. I know that you do too, but we appreciate you. So on behalf of the More Laughing in the Morning Show team, we want to shout out our super fans this week, huh? Fingers. Y'all been fingering. I think y'all been fingering. This is a morning talk show, girl. Get your mind out the gutter. So the More Laughing in the Morning Show wants to thank, these are some of my special shout outs for those of you who have been engaging and commenting like every day this week. We appreciate you. We got some great shows, some interesting shows, everything in between, but we got some riders this week that just have been super fans. Thank you so very much for your comments, for sharing, for hearting. Thank you to Nick, Cheryl, Deirdre, Anthony, Cassandra, Angela, Patricia, Scarlett, Chinora, Phyllis, Valerie, and thank you for everybody who's watching. I appreciate you hanging out with us today and every day, and I hope, if nothing else, you know that we love Black men, and then also, too, that you are special and your dreams are special and they are worth taking action for. That was our show on today. This is a whole HBO special. We're going to get it. Next week it's going to be 30 minutes. Next week it's going to be 35 minutes. Y'all know I talk a lot because y'all make me nervous and then I'd be rambling. Thank you so much for tuning in. Special shout out to our guest today, Jeannell Darden. I am your host, comedian Allison Moore. This was the More Laughing in the Morning show. You are absolutely phenomenal. Black men, we love you. And everybody else, go and take action on your dreams this weekend. I'll see you on Monday. We will be right back up here streaming live on Facebook, uploaded to YouTube, and sitting happy and proud with our family at the Soul Vision TV network. Talk to you soon. I gotta do better. Bye, y'all. Bye.
But it's time to get. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up. I'm up. Come on. I'm up.
And the only time I'm down is when I dance in.
In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. In the shoulders, in the shoulders, in the shoulders. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy. In my knees, in my knees, in my knees, ayy.
And the only time I'm down is when I dance in.
In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. In my feet, in my feet, in my feet, ayy. And the only time I'm down is when I'm dancing. In my back, in my back, in my back now. In my back, in my back, in my back now. In my back, in my back, in my back now.